that's where the video ended because I crashed into a metal pole. What's up, everybody? My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody just calls me Ciotti. And you've arrived at the king shit. I don't know. Tonight we're doing giveaways, Q&A, and if we have time, we're going to get started on the 3-inch or 2.5-inch build over here, which is a spitting image of the build that I was flying at Quad Camp Atlanta 2.5 years ago with the whole Micro King thing and the Matty flips and the power loops under the tables in the warehouse of Grayson Hobby. What do you think of that? I got my hair cut. It's gonna look better when it grows in. So just kind of waiting for that. All right, let me get this situated over here. And in the chat, there are 90 people. Holy hell. Thanks for coming, everybody. We've got Alan McAdriga. Is that what that is? Alan McAdriga, I think. Bad Habit RC, Brent Vogelslang, Burn DSC, Chris Mel FPV, Chris Sauls, Darren D, Doom FPV, Drone Pilot, and Dale Thomas. Oh my god, I'm gonna vomit. And Dale Thomas, Eric Allen FPV, FPV Transmission, Frank Nicholas Gab, Giorgio Mascagni, Greg Womack Guillermo is here, James, Jonathan King, Joseph F, June Loco, Carbon Cage FPV in the house, Big and Little Carbon Cage, more than likely. Keith Drones, Ken Hill, License to Drive, Low Flight FPV, Matthew Losa, Metal Dirt Skin, Michael Honeychuck, Mr. Syncopad, Nick Marino, Paul Williams, Pedro Tomei, Pros 71 Full, Rob Axelson, Robert Ortlip, Solo FPV is here, Speedy Turtle FPV, Squints FPV, Squishy FPV, The Colgate Kid, and Tiago Ramos. I know that I missed people. Blame it on YouTube because their participant list does not work correctly. Which is why I have to do the giveaways through Patreon and through Super Chat, because that's the only way to make sure it's fair. If you want to get in on the giveaways, right down below is a Linktree link. It's in there, but there's also a direct link to my Patreon page. I am now trying to do this FPV thing full-time, and if that's going to happen, I need your guys' help. So if you like what I'm doing, there's a lot of different ways to support me, pretty much all the same ways you can support Joshua. Patreon is the most helpful. The affiliate links are completely free for you. All you got to do is remember to hit one of them before you do a Banggood, Amazon, or Get FPV order. You don't even have to buy the item in the affiliate link. You just have to hit the affiliate link. That drops my magical number or whatever into your cookies on your browser. You do your order, and I get a tiny little percentage of that order, and I spend it on more FPV stuff for more testing and all that good nonsense. So yeah, if you guys want me to do this full time, hit the links down below. They bring you to the places that I can make a couple bucks and support myself. The other two new things are Etsy and Fiverr. I actually got my very first Fiverr order today. On Fiverr, what I am offering is video editing as well as flight instruction. At some point here, I have the domain, and I'm going to be the FPV instructor. That's kind of the long-term thing that I want to do in FPV, and not just what I want to do, but what I think I can actually maybe make a living off of, possibly. And so, yeah, Mark Lauper, thank you, Mark, if you're out there. Thanks for booking me on Fiverr. We're going to, tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Mark and I are going to spend an hour in Velocidrone, spectating, mainly me spectating him and helping him out and answering questions and, yeah, hopefully making him a better pilot. Not hopefully, definitely making him a better pilot. And so, yeah, if you want to get in on that, the prices that I have up right now are going to change, and they're going to go up quite a bit. They're probably going to roughly double. So if you want to get in while it's cheap, now's the time. I have it set cheap because I just want to get as much practice doing it as I possibly can, and while I'm practicing, while I'm not polished with how I'm going to be instructing, yeah, it's only fair for it to be a little bit less money. So if you want to get in on it, head on over, hit the Linktree link, and then there'll be a Fiverr button. You can get over to Fiverr. This is what it looks like. No, that's not the gig. Hey, there's FPV Geeks Linktree. Everybody go sub to FPV Geek. He's an awesome sponsor of the channel and a really cool dude. He makes Just a Switch, JAS, which we're going to be spinning the wheel a bunch of times in a row to... Nice, Patrick. I just got your text. Yeah, things, words. I can't figure out how to get to my page on Fiverr because I'm new on Fiverr. How do I get there? Profile? I want to show you guys what it looks like. Preview public mode. That's what I want. Look at this, guys. Look at me. Look at me. I'm doing things. There you go. I will make FPV edits of your flight footage. I will provide FPV flight instructions. Blah, vomit. So there you go. That's what I'm doing over on Fiverr. And then the other fun thing that's going on is Etsy. And over on Etsy, I've got the stickers. There they are. Look at that. Sci-fi sticker pack. And then the logo sticker pack. The sci-fi... Oh, come on, man. Don't do it to me, OBS. Oh, it did it. The logo sticker pack is one magnet and then two stickers. One of them's matte, one of them's holographic. And then the other sticker pack will get your nuts grabbed. And then NASA logo and the Borg Collective logo, both of which are in holographic. So yeah, get some stickers if you... that's another good way to kind of support me. The sticker thing has been super fun. And yeah, when you stick it on shit and then tag me in the pictures, I'll share you on my stories and you'll become e-famous as fuck. So there you go. There's an easy way to get so e-famous you won't even know what to do. In the chat, we've got Mad Orange. What the orange means is that you've tagged me. In order to tag me in the chat so that I see your comments, you're going to want to type Ciotti FPV with no spaces. CIOTTI-FPV. If you do that, it'll light up an orange, and I'll know that you're talking to me, and I'll answer your question. You can also put an @ in front of it, but you don't have to. If you just type Ciotti FPV with no spaces, it'll show up an orange for me. And otherwise, I'll just assume you guys are talking amongst yourselves, which is cool too, because we've got the collective here in the chat, as always. They're a group of amazingly intelligent, talented, smart, awesome people. So in the chat, you're going to get more tech support than you could ever imagine. But if you still want me to answer your question or weigh in, definitely tag me. Collective, you guys know what to do. If you see a good question, copy it, paste it, tag me in it, and let's talk about it. Free Lojo was the first person to tag me. He said, "Morning, Collective," and reminded me about the collective. Solo FPV says, "Ayo." Samuel Rivera says, "Is this a tadpole build?" It is not. Samuel, I am not a fan of Armaton frames. Chris refuses to, although apparently he's finally came to his senses on this, and will now, moving forward, be orienting the carbon properly on his frames, but up until this point he hasn't. And Armaton frames tend to be very, very weak and have a lot of vibration and resonance problems because of it. So yeah, I've always stayed away from Armaton frames because of all those issues. But maybe, I don't know. See what happens moving forward. You never know. Eric Allen says, "What's up? How's life going? Been working my ass off. Finally." Nice, dude. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm here. Drone Pilot says Bardwell has a low tolerance for idiots, I guess. He really doesn't. He actually has a very high tolerance for idiots. He just gets an unbelievable amount of idiots, of people. So the one of the big things that I've always loved about Joshua is that to this day, you can send him an email, a Facebook message, a Discord message, an Instagram message, a fucking smoke signal, and he will answer you. It probably won't be within the next 10 minutes because there's 500 other people messaging him right now at this very moment, but he will get back to you. And that's ridiculous. Like, the fact that he gets back to as many people as he does is absolutely insane. So, and he works his fucking ass off. I mean, like, easily 10, 11, 12 hours a day. Easily. And then people come into the chat and go, oh, well, fuck you. I didn't do a super chat, so I guess my question doesn't get answered. So, yeah, I totally understand where he's coming, and that's where he's coming from. And I think it's a shitty situation because the person doesn't realize that, right? And Joshua's had that. You guys know what I'm getting at. Yeah, it is what it is. Chuck Saws is in North Carolina. What's up, Chuck? I was, before Atlanta here, my wife and I lived in Charleston, South Carolina. Scrolling. Speedy Turtle says, what's up? What's up to you, Speedy? Carbon Cage says, let's rock. Indeed. Scroll. Rob Oxison says, how about some MC Hammer? I won't play MC Hammer, but I'll show you the Glide Hammer. This is the Glide Hammer. It's got a lot of Joshua Bardwell's stuff. It's got a Joshua Bardwell Phoenix up front. It's got his motors on it, and it's even got his Gem Fan propellers on it. This is the long-range rig. It carries the Hero 7 and hopefully doesn't break it because I've broken too many Hero 7s. Highlights of this build, believe it or not, this horrendously long, horribly inconvenient antenna is unbelievably good. And I've heard this from long-range people. The first person I heard this from was my buddy Brad, McManus FPV, and yeah, the first time he put any long-ass antenna like this on, he was like, dude, it's like the difference in your video is ridiculous. And my God, was he not kidding. Like, in the goggles, you just, like, I never noticed it with freestyle, but like we're always moving around in freestyle, and even with like a full length regular antenna, I guess we're just kind of always putting the antenna behind either carbon or the battery, and just getting the antenna, the head of the antenna out this far must be like just enough. Because yeah, I have the same VTX in this as I do all my other rigs, which is a Tramp, and the difference is unbelievable. So if you're fed up with your analog video performance, put a long antenna on it. It's gonna break all the time, and it's gonna poke into the doorway and shit, and it's gonna just generally be a pain in the ass. But it's a real thing. Like you just get video for days. And yeah, I was super impressed. The biggest time that I noticed it is when I went out really far and then turned around. Because when you go out really far, you got the perfect, you got a perfect line of sight to the antenna. But then especially when you flatten out and you turn around, you put a bunch of carbon and shit in the way. Now, once you've nosed down again, you get it up above the battery. But yeah, it's the real deal. A big long antenna makes a huge difference, and I'm still kind of blown away. Scrolling. Greg Womack says, good evening. Maybe a silly question. Are ESC mounting holes powered? Do they need to be soft mounted on micros? Greg Womack, that is an excellent question, and that is a question that kind of is I almost quit the hobby because some 20x20 ESCs are powered. It's only the really shitty ones, so if you buy a half-decent 20x20 ESC, it won't pass power and ground through the fucking mounting holes. I'm definitely not still mad about it, though. Yeah, I blew up 3 ESCs in a row when I was really early in this hobby because of that problem. And I kept blowing them up because I kept looking at it and going, well, there's no fucking way they're putting voltage and ground through the mounting holes. That would be the dumbest fucking thing you could ever do, ever. But they did. Carbon's conductive. You know, carbon fiber, the material that all of our frames are made of. HDLRC, I'm looking at you. Because you're the ones that did this to me. In case you were wondering, I don't like HDLRC. Rob Axelson says, yup, bad hair day. Every day's a bad hair day from Rob. Oh god, the chat did the thing. I forgot the thing. Farts. Alright, let me go back up here. Somebody mentioned Shark Week. There we go. Burn DSC says, you just said at Mr. Bardwell stream, HDLRC is bad. Just got HDLRC Zeus F722 MPU 6000 seated 3 to 6S F7. Will it die on me? Burned ESC, it might not if they've gotten their shit together. I swore off HDLRC. It's been a while. It's been at least a year and a half, probably closer to 2 years ago, that I completely swore off HDLRC. Since then, I have heard of other people having all the same issues that I have. I will say, though, that I haven't really heard much about HDLRC lately. So maybe they got their shit together, because for a long time there, yeah, their stuff was kind of a joke. The V1 Zeus was particularly bad. But I at some point I did hear that the V2 Zeus was supposed to be better, but again, I just kind of sworn them off by that point. So you might be okay, but if you can return it, right? Like if you haven't soldered it up yet, I would consider it. Or maybe it's fine. Maybe HDLRC is great now, and they got their shit together, and their quality control is no longer like worse than 50%. But it wasn't 2+ years ago, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But I hope that you're okay. I hope that either it lasts forever for you, or you can return it. Sorry to be the face and voice of bad news, but that's been my experience. Take it with a grain of salt, because I didn't buy 100 of them. You know, I only bought like 6 or 7, and had all but one of those 6 or 7 HDLRC components fail. To give you some idea of what it took to get me to fully say fuck you for life. Mark Kunoff says, "What's up, aka Angular FPV?" What's going on, Mark? We've got our Tiny Whoop giveaways for the next like 2 or so months are pretty much sponsored by Mark Kunoff. So everybody give Mark Kunoff an high five for being an awesome dude and sending over a box of his awesome old stuff that is gonna find many good homes, because there's some really good shit in there. You guys are gonna dig it. Rob Axelson says, going to make some linguine with Asiatic clam sauce. Are you really? Because that would be amazing. Kristen just whined from the other room that linguine and clam sauce is one of her favorite foods. What's a Fiverr? Rob Axelson says, click the Linktree link and find out. Hey! Crunk says, Bardwell just said PowerPlay doesn't record audio. It definitely does. Nice. I heard him say that yesterday, Crunk. And I went, fuck, and I was not happy, because I'm putting microphones. I'm putting these little Rush microphones into a bunch of my rigs, and I thought it would be cool if the PowerPlay recorded audio. So I'm glad to hear that it does. That's awesome. Tiago Ramos with 20. Oh, what are they? Brazilian Real. Look at that. I'm starting to remember. Thank you, Tiago. Very cool of you. With a little goal emoji. Oh, and then 10 more Reals with a little flying pear-bottomed bastard. Because just remember, remember,
諦めんなよ。諦めんなお前。 どうしてそこでやめるんだ、そこでもう少し頑張ってみろよ。ダメダメダメ、やめ諦めたら周りのことを思うよ。応援してる人たちのことを思ってみろって。あともうちょっとのところなんだから。俺だってこのマイナス10度のところしじみが取れるって頑張ってんだよ。絶対やってみろ。必ず目標達成できる。Never give up.
If I can't give up, neither can you bastards. That one goes out to Freelojo, who says, you have been a driving instructor, so never give up. Yeah, that's kind of where the FPV, for anybody that's new, that's kind of where the FPV instructor thing comes from. Previous to FPV, I was into cars and motorsports for 15 plus years. A large chunk of that time, I was very, very, very much into autocross, a couple regional championships, and then I started to instruct, and I was a autocross and sort of track day-ish instructor for a bunch of years, 6, 7, 8 years or so, and just really fell in love with it. And I've always wanted to do the same thing with FPV, but as an instructor, you gotta be really good. So I've taken a lot of time to just really keep my head down and just fly as many batteries as possible to get good. And I feel like I'm there. I'm at least close to being good enough to be a really decent FPV instructor. The question being, does anybody want to be instructed in FPV? Is there a real, like, are people willing to spend money to get better because they've reached a plateau, or because they don't have anybody to fly with, or because they want to support me? I don't know. So that's the question, right? Are people willing to pay for maybe someday pro-level flight instruction? I guess I'm going to find out. Joseph S. with a $4 super chat. Thank you for that, Joseph. Very cool of you. No comment. Just wants to show some love. Very cool of you, Joseph. Borges FPV says, welcome back. Thank you, Borges. Greg Womack says, answer my question or I will send you 3 HGLRC individual ESCs. Greg, that would actually be kind of nice, because Solo sent me 1 single individual Speedix individual ESC, so we could put them together and have a mismatched pair. Supercell is here. What's going on, Billy? How the hell are you? Supercell says he's E-famous. Rob Axelson says, tag, you're it. Something is stabbing me in the fucking foot. What is it? I don't know. It's clear. Guillermo says he's famous already. I don't know about that. Guillermo, you're infamous. There's a big difference there. There's infamous and then there's famous. You're infamous, my man. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you've been a bad boy, Guillermo. That's made you infamous. Eric Allen, like 3 comments down, says, I'm infamous. Edge Ted says, have you seen Dez? Dez? What's Dez? Edge Ted. By the way, Edge Ted, I already told you. Daniel Sarmiento was cool enough to say sure to your idea of switching the secure D60 soldering iron for the HGLRC 16x16 stack from the giveaway last week? 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. Tweet FPV is here. What's going on, Tweet FPV? He's our official, unofficial super chat sponsor. He's doing free set of gnarly, amazing, wonderful skateboard grip tape, transmitter grip tape, transmitter grip, adhesive grips for the super chat giveaway that we're going to be doing soon. In 1 minute, my phone's going to go crazy and tell us that we need to do our giveaways, so I'm going to keep scrolling. Borges' surname is Borg for real. Grew up loving the Borg Collective always. Dude, that's awesome, Borges. Borges, shoot me a message, Ciati FPV on Facebook, and for having that as your surname, I will send you the collective Borg sticker for free. And in the meantime, I fucking silenced it. God damn it. Well, it's going to come back up on my phone, so let me keep going to try to get caught up in the chat, because it's really nice if I can get caught up in the chat before the giveaways. Speedy Turtle FPV says, I'm now a $10 patron. Thank you, Speedy Turtle. Let me do it right now. I want to make sure that I get you on the wheel for tonight. Anybody who's become a patron in the last half hour, tag me in a comment here and say, hey, Ciati, I just joined the so-and-so tier. I want to make sure that you guys get on the wheel, and it doesn't appear that Patreon is quite fast enough to get you guys on the wheels like instantly. So yeah, just call it out in the chat. Make sure you tag me so that I see your chat comment, and I will make sure you get on the wheel. I am doing Speedy Turtle right now, so that's the second wheel. And here... Go, computer! Present! Wheel... That's not even the computer this time, it's Wheel of Names. Go, Wheel of Names! Go! Go! Load! All right, let's get... Oh, hey, there it is. Oh, wow, what's happening? Hey, there it is. Okay, we got it. We got this. Everything's fine. Don't panic. Speedy Turtle. Speedy Turtle, if you win tonight, I need to put your whatever your name is in Patreon on here so I can message you on Patreon. Giorgio Masgagni, damn, almost got it. Question, why do all of the AIO toothpick flight controllers suck so bad? And burn out. Oh, Giorgio. He was, we were all thinking it, and he said it. I don't know, dude. My assumption is that when you take everything that we've been putting on two 30x30 boards and you smash it, you try to smash it all down onto one 26x26 board, it's just too fucking much. That's the only thing that makes any sense, right? Because the 30x30 boards are fine, the 20x20 boards are fine. I don't know. It's unbelievably frustrating. It does seem to be getting better, but it's still not like it. There's still a good chance that if you have a rig with an AIO in it, it's just gonna randomly implode for no reason. I still consistently hear about people crashing in wet, dewy grass and the AIOs die, and it's like, what the fuck is happening inside that? Like, how? So yeah, I don't know. It's one of the reasons why I've stayed away from toothpicks, because just having the physical components die like that when it's not specifically my fault from bashing them into metal poles and, you know, cement, makes me want to kill. So, you know, in the interest of public safety, I've stayed away from toothpicks, and then eventually I did build one, and I got like one battery out of it, and it's been broken ever since. Actually, I didn't even get a battery out of it. The receiver was dead in it, so it's actually never flown, and it's just sitting there. So, dude, if you can figure it out, I'll give you $100. If you can figure out why those AIOs keep exploding, yeah, I will legit give you $100, because I will then sell your secret to all of the AIO manufacturers, and I will make $100 million or $10 million, or probably like $10 back, and we'll just break even, because there's no money in FPV. Not no money, but very little. Burn DSC says, you just said in Mr. Bard that HDLC is bad. Okay, we took care of that. Stevo43068 says, hello, what's up, Stevo? See, there it is. Tweet FPV says, Giorgio Mascagni, I just had one die on me today. So yeah, see, it's still Matthew Iosa says, Ciati FPV, how can you get amps if no amp meter ADC on a flight controller board? You can use the virtual setting, whatever the hell it is, virtual ADC, maybe it's called, I forget. But in the battery menu in Betaflight, there's a virtual one that you can put on that just bases it off of voltage and throttle position. And it's, if you get it tuned right, like... so for anybody that doesn't know, at the end of every battery, and I haven't done this in about a year, but I keep trying to remember, at the end of a battery, if you flew the battery down to like 3.5 volts, look at, well, first of all, put MAH used in your OSD, and at the end of the battery, look at it and see what it says. It should be, hopefully, roughly the milliamp of that battery that you flew. If it's not... really quickly go into your OSD. I forget where it is in the OSD, but it's in there. You can change the scale. You can change the amp meter scale. The normal number is like 120 or 160, or I forget what the hell it is. But go in and change the scale, and then fly another battery and see if it's any closer. Come down 3.5 volts. See if that MAH used is any closer to being correct, and then change the scale again. And if you do that, like 10 batteries in a row, you'll get that scale damn near perfect, whether or not you have a current sensor or you're using the virtual option or whatever. You can get that pretty damn close. And then your amp meter, you can put your at the moment current amount of current being drawn in your OSD as well, and that functions off that same scale, so that'll be accurate as well. So yeah, do that. And somebody fucking remind me to do that, please. Adam, I think you're in here. Yeah, you are. Remind me to do that, Adam. Because I fucking can't. I've literally been trying to remember to do that for over a year. Like, every time I think about it, I'm like, oh yeah, next time I go out, it'll be really easy. And I'll just... You can actually get it done in a couple batteries. If once you've done it a few times, you get a feel for that scale and how much you need to change it. But the first time you do it, yeah, it's going to take a bunch of batteries. But yeah, it's so easy. Squints FPV says that FPV camera had such a good picture. Ciati FPV. Squints is talking about Squints being Adam, one of the local pilots here in the new ATL crew. He's talking about the... Great, I don't have it here. Phoenix Nano. I have now built a glide on 15 millimeter standoffs because the nano cameras are just so fucking small. You can now, on an 8 standoff, regular old school bus style frame, with a nano camera, and if it's a frame like the Glide that separates the 20x20 flight controller up front from the 30x30 ESC in the middle, you can come all the way down to 15 mil standoffs. And yeah, we were all kind of blown away at how nice the image is on the RunCam Phoenix Nano. The only thing that I have to test, so my preferred FPV camera for like 2 years has been the Micro Eagle with a wider angle lens on it, an RC25G lens on it, and the Micro Eagle image, like, it kind of looks washed out and it doesn't look like pretty, but it gives you a lot of detail. And from a pilot's perspective, that's all I care about. Like, I don't like the HD is what's going to look good. I guess it kind of sucks because you're not as immersed, right? But realistically, all I care about is the camera that gives me more details, so that if I'm hurtling towards a gap, I can, I've got as much detail on that gap as early as possible. So that's the only thing that I need to check. The Nano camera has a 1/2-inch sensor, which is only the tiniest little bit smaller than the sensor in the Micro Eagle, but it's got that tiny, tiny, tiny little lens. Look at the difference between the lenses, the FPV lenses in these two, right? And bigger lenses tend to be more accurate. It's easier to manufacture a bigger lens to not be all fucked up, basically. So yeah, that's the last thing I need to test. As long as there's not like a big difference in the amount of detail between these two, I'm actually going to switch over to these Phoenix Nanos on everything, because it's really nice to be able to drop this down onto 15 mil standoffs. That helps with the center of gravity, and it also helps with durability. So my fingers are crossed. The only other problem is the Phoenix Nano is about 150 to 155 field of view. I really want 160 to 170 field of view to get that vision back on the kind of like, you know, our peripheral vision, right? I'm lacking that a little bit with the 150 field of view. It's like, you know, kind of like this. If you don't know, our human being eyes have 180. Our head is basically 180 field of view. So the Micro Eagle with the RC25G lens is damn near like a normal human being field of view. So it feels very natural, and I like wider field of view. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, when you look through the goggles in the Phoenix camera, you're like, damn, dude, like it just looks great. There's good saturation. There's good details in the shadows. There's good details in the highlights. So yeah. Jonathan King says, best split type cam for FPV and HD in your opinion. Thank you. Run cam hybrid, first, like no questions asked. The HD on the run cam hybrid is so close to a GoPro Session 5. There's not the same amount of adjustability, and it's not quite as good, but it's the closest that we've ever gotten. The Caddx Tarsier has a little bit better of an FPV view, but I would rather have the better... The FPV view and the RunCam Hybrid is fine, and to have the better HD makes more sense to me, right? So, yeah, RunCam Hybrid. Do it. You'll not be... Do it unless... here's the only problem with the RunCam Hybrid is it's not standard 19 by 19 size. The Tarsier is. The Tarsier is a regular 19 by 19 micro camera. You can put it in anything. The RunCam Hybrid is 24 tall by 19 wide. So the width is normal, but the height, it's got a little bit of extra height. So just keep that in mind. Make sure that's going to mount okay in your frame. And also the mounting threads are not centered. You'll see when you look at the RunCam Hybrid, it'll make sense. But the main issue is it's 24 millimeters tall and 19 wide, and every other micro camera is 19 by 19. Perfect square. Scroll, and I'm at the... Nope. No, I'm not. Thanks, YouTube. Finding my place. Finding my place. Finding my place. Finding my place. There we are. Mike Papano says, what's your favorite simulator for training? To be honest with you, Mike, whichever one works on the computer. Velocidrone is the lightest, and it runs the best on my aging PowerMac tower. So that's my preferred one, and the physics are fine. None of the physics aren't perfect in any of them, so it running good on your computer to me is kind of the best thing. But I also do like liftoff. So for my FPV instructoring, it's Velocidrone and liftoff. Those are the two that it says on the Fiverr page. It's like, yeah, you need one of these two. So yeah, either one. None of them are great, and those are both good. You know what I mean? So whichever. I do feel like Velocidrone is a little bit lighter weight though. It does seem to run a little bit better on my old ass computer. Okay, so I'm never gonna get down to the bottom of this chat because you guys are awesome and you're having awesome conversations and asking good questions. So let's just do some giveaways. God damn it! I need a little thing for the giveaways. Oh yeah, so I opened Mark's package and organized everything. but I should have waited so I could do this. Thank you to Mighty Car Mods for, I mean, they didn't let me, I just stole it, for making such a cool little thing for their show, and then I stole it. So, go check out, if you're even remotely into cars, go check out Mighty Car Mods. Mighty Car Mods. It's arguably the best car channel on all of YouTube. So go check it out. It's the least that you can do to make up for me just pilfering their amazing content. That's how I'll sleep at night. I'll just First up, we've got the Tiny, what is it? The Tiny Whoop and Toothpick tier, the $5 a month tier. Mark sent over a bunch of frames and motors, and our first winner is going to get these two brushless Beta FPV frames and a set of Tiny Whoop, officially official Tiny Whoop 0802 22,000 kV motors. In case you didn't know, 22,000 kV motors on these brushless Tiny Whoops. It's the truth. The 25,000 kVs are my favorite, but they are fucking chaos, and they make them very, very hard to fly, even for me. So yeah, these 22,000s, I think these are the ones that you want. So yeah, again, huge thanks to Mark Kunoff for sending over a box of goodies. Let's see who is going. I'm not even remotely ready for this. I forgot that I need to hit all the buttons and do all the things. We've got another great little benefit over on Patreon is that there's a post that we're not using anymore. We're doing this on Discord now, but I just got to get to the bottom of this post. There was a post called Patron Pilot Spotlight. Like I said, now we're doing it over on the Discord page, and there's a whole channel in the Discord page for that only patrons can get access to. You can join my Discord, but there's a bunch of channels that only patrons get, and one of them is to post your videos. And I play one or two of them while I'm doing the giveaway stuff because it takes me time to do things. So here is Big Willie FPV with raw Green Hornet footage. He's coming with the pilot excuses already, saying that he was a little rusty before he flew this. So we've got Big Willie, and then we've got probably Vincent. Yeah, you know what? We're going to do Big Willie and then Vincent Martinez. And that's going to get me out of this Patreon post, old Patreon post. And moving forward, I'm going to play videos from the Discord in the super secret live videos live or something I called it. So yeah, let's enjoy some Big Willie. Oh, that's what she said. And then we'll enjoy some Vincent Martinez. I will be right back. I'm not ready. I mean, hold on. I'm not even a little bit ready. Hold on. I gotta do that, and then I gotta do this, and then I gotta go here, and I gotta go. Oh God, it's playing. What's happening? And then I gotta do that, and then I gotta pause it. Wait, no, I gotta get these out of here. Wait, no. Oh God, they're all playing. Oh, stop it! Stop! Oh no, they're all playing. They're all going. Here we go. All right, here's here's Big Willie flying around with his Green Hornet on 4S. I'll be back. Ooh, let me do a. I'll give you guys a little soundtrack too, a little soundtrack loving, because I can't play anybody's music in fear of Big Daddy copyright dropping the hammer on my balls. Jesus. No, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Finally. Okay, here we go. Jesus Christ.
It's just too hard to move when you're standing right there. It's just too hard to walk away and leave it like that. Can we give it one more night? Just one more night. One more night. One more night. Just one more night.
Searching for music for your next video? Then you need to check out our list. Got it daily?
I'm coming to fly with flying in Braille. That bridge is ridiculous. I need that bridge in my life. Holy cow. Alright, let me turn the 14 things off that I got going here. We got this, we got that, we got that, we got that, we got this. Tucson, huh? I'm coming to Tucson, god damn it. Alright, that took longer than normal because Wheel of Names is not a good website. They are a slow, donkey raping website. Okay, so here we go. Here is your proof of entry in this tier. You guys can rewind, I cannot. So here is the list of everybody's names, second page. If you'd like to check, just rewind and check for your name, but you guys should all be on here. I just kick a CSV file out of Patreon. So if you're not on here, realistically, you got to get with Patreon to figure out what the hell's going on over there. But you should be good to go. And Tiny Whoop stuff. Let's see who it be. You and me. Here we go. I didn't mean to click it. Who's it gonna be? Mikhail Backstrom? Is it? I think it is. Mikhail Backstrom has taken it. Check out my new system, guys. Here's my new system. I take a pen and I write his name on the thing. And then I don't have to send myself an email. Mikaelbackstrom. Mikhail, congratulations, my man. You're getting some dope motors and a couple beta FPV frames. Next up, we've got the 3-inch micro brushless tier, and that is going to be the super magical prop pack. This is all of the good 3-inch props. In case you were wondering which 3-inch props are good, I'm going to tell you what this is. And an Insta360 Go mount that's got a little slot on the bottom for 2 zip ties. So you can put a little 0-degree Insta360 Go on the front of your anything. So the 3-inch props that you want in life, because there are a bunch of 3-inch props that are horrible, these are not them. These are the good ones. Avan 3-inch props. Gemfan Wind Dancer 3028s. These are the HQ 3x3x3s. These are my least favorite from this group, but they're the most durable. They're not as well balanced as the rest of these. And the thrust output is not quite as linear, but again, they're very, very strong. So these are the basher props. And then last but not least are the new HQ 3x1.8s. Again, these are a giveaway in the 3-inch micro brushless tier, not in the toothpick tier. These new HQ 3x1.8s you could use on a toothpick, but you really want to be lower pitched than these on a toothpick. These are 3-inch micro brushless props. These are, for the acrobrats, for the tadpoles, right? For the 150 gram and up 3-inch rigs, the tiny trainers. These are all props that'll run really well in there. So let's get the wheel of destiny spinning. My computer just told me that it's 11 o'clock. Let's get the giveaways. Let's just rip through the rest of these giveaways so that maybe we can do some work on the CB 2.5, but realistically, I just want to answer more of your guys' awesome questions. Next wheel is here. Here comes your proof of entry. Over here. There you go. Speedy Turtle, I got you up there. And there you go. Hopefully my name is not, or my stupid face is not completely obscuring that. There you guys go. I got the goat. We got the wheel. You know what that means. Who? If it's Christopher Diltz, we're going to reroll. Mark Kunoff. Luckily, this is not a prize that he sent me. Mark Kunoff, There's nobody that could deserve a win more, my man. You are getting all of the most awesome 3-inch props. I'm going to write your name down here if the Sharpie wants to cooperate. Kunoff. Congratulations, Mark. Next up, we've got the 5-inch tier. This is a journey into the land of Dal. This is all of the Dal props that I was able to get my hands on. There's some OG ones that you can't even buy anymore in here. What we're talking about is a set of the folding props, because you know you want to try them. A set of their 5147, which is the Joshua Bardwell prop. We've got 2 sets of their 5145s. I think this is actually 2 sets in here as well. So this is their new 5145. You can tell by the fact that it's a 5145. This is their old school 50. Well, this is a 5046. I think there's also 5045, the old school 5045s in here. Nope, just 5046s. So 2 sets of their OG 5046s, and god damn it, the screen was small. And then these are the Dow Nepals. So 2 sets of the Dow Nepals, 2 sets of the Dow 5145Cs, 2 sets of the 5046s, the OG ones, 2 sets of the 5147Cs, the new ones, and a set of the folding props. Most importantly, the folding props have been pre-assembled by your boy, so you don't have to have sore thumbs assembling them yourself. That's the real giveaway. That's the real prize. Oh wait, Mark, I gotta put this in your bag. This is me guilting you into building a Insta360 Go rig. I just cost you like $200 on that. So 5-inch tier is here. Here comes your proof of life and entry, both of the above. There's everybody. And go scream. Oh, he's broken. Oh! Krunks wins! Krunks wins! He probably doesn't really want or need these props, but Krunks wins! Alright, stream over. Goodbye! Bye! If it was just you normals, I would have drugged that out like 5 minutes. But oh my god, it finally happened. All we had to do is use another wheel. What is this, the 3rd week in a row that we've used this new wheel and Crunked wins already? Bad Habit RC says, why is my name not on the $5 tier? Probably because I told you guys to leave a thing in here and then I didn't look. So it's probably my fault. What I will do is put you on the wheel twice next week. Bad Habit. Sorry about that. But do me a favor. So, okay, yeah, so I fucked up. The only person that I added was Speedy Turtle. So if you joined Patreon in the last hour, sent me a... it's not here yet, Alex. I don't know where it is. Yeah. Last week? Bad Habit? Were you... Do me a favor. Anybody who just joined Patreon, message me on Facebook or Instagram at CiadiFPV. And I will add you. I will make it right by adding you the additional number of times next week, or yeah. Crunked wins. Crunk, do you want any of these props? I don't care. You're getting them. You won, like, full-on, a regular, full-on... I know you want the folding props because you need to tell us all if they're well-balanced or not. Carbon Cage, I thought you did win. I was I feel like I did ship to you guys in Australia. Well, it's coming. If Crunked can win, anybody can win, right? So let me write your name on here. I just sent that other fucking package to you too. I literally just sent it from the super chat that I think you were forced to win by Daniel Maurer, if I remember correctly. And I'm just gonna write. I'm gonna write it right here. Look, ready? I'm gonna write it. Look what. Come on, fucker. Look at. Crunked. There it is! Holy shit. I legitimately thought the day would never come. Congratulations to all of the Patreon winners. Now we're going to quickly do, and I'm going to put a straight up time limit on this. I'm going to put a 3-minute time limit on this. We're going to do a super chat giveaway for a bunch of stuff. It's going to be $3 to get on the wheel once via either PayPal. There's a PayPal link if you don't want YouTube to take their 30%. You don't have to do that though. Super chat of $3 gets you on the wheel once, $6 on the wheel twice, $9 on the wheel 3 times, and that's it. That's the only. You can either get on the wheel once, twice, or 3 times, and that's it. Super chat or PayPal. I'm going to show you the prize in a second, but I'm going to put a timer right now. Yes. Timer for 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes to get in. I just hit the button. There it is. Here's the prize. It is. Oh! And I have to do these FPV Geek giveaways, which are are left over from the 24-hour stream actually. PayPal down below, Speedy Turtle. Hit the link tree. The link tree will I don't know. Crunked, you're gonna like the folding props the first time you crash into a tree because they don't do that thing that the non-folding props do where they like if there's a V in the tree, they fucking jam in there and they never come out and you gotta hire an arborist. The folding props, when you go crashing through a tree, they just fold out of the way. It's magic, dude. When you're flying around trees, you just don't care. You're like, fuck it, it'll crash through it. Yeah, don't fly them over concrete though. So here are the super chat giveaway prizes. 2 sets of these magical 5-blade 3-inch racecraft props. They've got all the pitch in the world. They're the most interesting props in all the land, but they're just for funsies. Avan Biblade 5-inch, 7.75 advance ratio. What that means, I have no idea. But they're fun biblades that make one of the best noises out of any biblade. And it's like 5 sets of them in there, so you can go ham. This is a whole goddamn bunch of Pyro Drones race wires and race LED light jib jabs. FPV Exchange SD card holder. FPV Exchange is Nevin's company. Go check him out. FPVExchange.com or like at, he's on Facebook and other places. Little SDHD card holder. And this is this super cool little, adjust a switch, of course, from the FPV Geek because Rondelios is the fucking man. And this excellent little power distribution device thing that I just think is absolutely fantastic. You feed it 3, 4, 5, or 6S, and then it spits out that same amount of voltage on the top and the bottom here. It also regulates it down for USB, so you can charge your phone and stuff. And it even has a little fucking beeper because you can set the low voltage. So you can set it so that when the input voltage comes down to 3.7 volts per cell, it goes crazy, or 3.3 volts per cell. Super, super, super handy little thing that somebody is about to win. You guys have... Okay, that was too fast. You guys have 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes to send a $3, $6, or $9 super chat or PayPal. If you do the PayPal thing, I'll see it in my email, but do me a favor, here in the chat, tag me and just tell me how much money you sent via PayPal. Good super chat setup this week, man. We got a bunch of stuff in here. Huge thanks again to FPV Exchange and the FPV Geek and everybody else that's been supporting me. It means a whole lot, and I don't take it lightly, man. It's super, super, super cool that I've been able to do everything that I've already done, and the potential to keep this going is fucking crazy. And yeah, it's because of you guys. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But for now, I'm going to take all these lovely things and put them in a little bag so that in about 60 seconds, when the alarm goes off, I can put everybody's names on the wheel, and then things will happen. Oh wait, I gotta start typing. I'm so slow. And then I'm gonna do the 24-hour giveaways. Oh God, I'm so sorry, Tweet. And a set of Tweet FPV super wonderful skateboard grip tape transmitter grips for whatever your transmitter is. My God, I'm the worst. Sorry, Dan. Yeah, most importantly, Tweet FPV grips. God damn it. Huge shout out to Tweet FPV. I just recently learned what his username means, which is pretty fucking awesome. But yeah, Tweet FPV has been a longtime supporter of this channel. Go check out his YouTube page. Go check out his Etsy store. And yeah. Hey, look at that. Eugene Younger and Christopher Masters each sent $3 via PayPal. My phone just told me. Ha! All right, so let's get you guys on here first. Bring this up so you guys can see it. Hey, there goes my phone. All right, timer stops. So we're going to get Eugene on here first. Eugene Younger. And then I'm going to get Christopher Masters on here. All right, cool. And here we go. Scrolling up a little bit. Really, FPV was first with $5.99. Really, I'm going to just put you on the wheel twice, and we're just going to call it even. What do you think about that? Really, FPV. And, oh, that was not what I wanted you to do. That's what I wanted you to do, computer. I've lost the ability to computer in my old 39-year-old age. William Barlow is next. Wait, no, I can do this. Yes, I'm learning. I'm becoming sentient. All right, William Barlow is next. Then we've got Chris Mel FPV, who wants to go on there 3 times, and he's even so cool that he said, "Hi, love your live stream. Love having you as a guest, Chris Mel. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for supporting the madness that is known as my face, and you're on the wheel 3 times." Callisto is getting on there twice. 1, 2. And then we've got Nathaniel LaBouffe. He's throwing his hat in the ring. I think I have a package that might be going out to you, Nathaniel. Don't quote me on that, though. Callisto, I already have on there. William Barlow with $2.99. We're going to get him on in there. There he is. Flying Brian with $10. He just covered one of those dollars for really FPV. We're now even. Look at that. It all works out. And we're getting Flying Brian on there 3 times. There we go. And we've got Metal Dirtskin. He's going to get on there twice. 1 and 2. And Samuel R. Rivera is getting in on the game, as is William Barlow. I see you guys. I see you guys. William Barlow, I am going to put you next to yourself because it just seems like you've got so much of a better chance when that's the case. There you go. Now you're next to each other. And then we've got Carbon Cage with $4.49 Australian dollars. Australian exchange rate 4.49. Is the Australian dollar less or more than the American dollar? I think it's a little bit less. So I think that's the equivalent of $3. If not, let me know. Edge Ted is getting in. Right. And then we've got Keith Drones. Oh boy, what's happening? Keith Jones dropped a deuce and entered the giveaway with his $5 super chat. Thank you, Keith. All right, and then we've got Off Axis with $6 Canadian, which I think is basically the same thing as $6 American. So he's going on the wheel twice, and that is going to do it. 1, 2. Thank you to everyone. Off Axis says, just put me on once. Thank you for the love, Off Axis. So there we go. There's all 23 entries. Thank you to everybody. Let's see who wins the big pile of stuff and Tweet FPV grips. You're going to love those Tweet FPV grips. You're going to love my nuts. Here we go. I hope you guys all know what that's from. Oh, man. Oh, man. The GOAT died, but Flying Brian won. So everything's fine. Everything's fine. Flying Brian, congratulations. You've won a big old bag of stuff. Here's the deal. You need to message me on... so Flying Brian doesn't mean anything to me unless you're also somehow on Patreon as Flying Brian. But I don't like to assume that. So here's what you got to do. Message me on Facebook or Instagram, hopefully Facebook, at CIDFPV, and tell me your YouTube name, Flying Brian. Tell me that you won this stuff, and give me your real first and last name and your address, and I'll get this shipped out to you. Flying Brian. Congratulations, brother. This stuff. And message Tweet FPV, same deal. You got to let them know what, all your info. Oh, he's got the tweets, the tweet grips. So Flying Brian said to redo the spin for the Tweet FPV grips. So I'm going to remove all instances of Flying Brian and re-roll it. Very cool of you, man. Remove all instances. And here we go. Somebody's winning Tweet FPV grips. Ha! And it's Carbon Cage! He just said that he didn't win, and I don't think that he has these grips. That's pretty awesome. Little mini Carbon Cage is never going to drop that oversized transmitter again, and that's good news. Carbon Cage, shoot a message over to Tweet FPV on Instagram or Facebook or Smoke Signal. Let them know what transmitter, first and last name, and your address, and you might need to send them a couple extra bucks to cover the shipping to Australia. Or I'll cover it, whatever. We'll work it out. Congrats. That's pretty awesome. And tweetfpv@gmail.com. Yes. I got to remember that. Trampled by Turtles, Chuck Soul says. Okay, last thing that we need to do that's giveaway related is these. So during the 24-hour stream, Ron DeLeos, the FPV Geek, there's his logo, one of my favorite logos in all of FPV, maybe my favorite actually, because his hair looks exactly like that. Like it really. If you guys ever meet Ron DeLeos, you'll be like, oh, like you'll look at him and you'll see this hair and you'll be like, oh, Ron. Maybe. No, you'll be like, oh, you're the geek guy. During the 24-hour stream, Ron came by and said, hey man, do 4, I forget if he said 4 or 5 giveaways for Just the Switches, and I'll send them to you. Because he's an awesome dude. So, yeah, let's do that. You had to subscribe to his channel and, do that whole thing. And then he sent me a link, because he had to gather all the people's names up. And then, so I need to just real quick hop in here. And then I need to grab that link, and we'll be good. Give me 1 second. 1 second! Come on, Internet. Stop. Well, no, don't stop. Go. Stop being a jackass. Internet, come on. I need you. I need you now. There it goes. And, okay, so we've got that. And then we've got, I gotta search for Ron. There's Ron's name. Now I gotta find that. What the fuck? Come on, man. There we go. Okay, so now I just need to scroll up a little bit. And there's a link to the wheel. Okay. Oh, it's actually a YouTube video. That's right. He did that. Well, you're about to see. So here you go. Here's who won from the 24-hour stream. Each one of these gets a... oh, the goat. Oh, no, the goat's dead. I think the goat actually might be full-on dead. Blue Dog! This is going to be hard because I don't have your guys' info. So, Blue Dog, hopefully you're watching this at some point. Blue Dog, message me at CIDFPV on Facebook, and I'll send you your Just a Switch. And then we've got JAnt347. I'm going to have to go on these guys' YouTube channels. Hopefully they have videos. And I'm going to have to leave a comment on one of their videos because fucking YouTube took out the goddamn ability to message people. Robert O'Donnell won next. I'm going to have to do the same thing with him. Robert O'Donnell, if you're watching or watching the repeat, message me, please. So there's 3. Well, this will also tell me how many giveaways we're doing. So that was 3. Flying in Braille has won. Flying in Braille, I think you're in here. I just played one of your videos, so hopefully you're in here. Flying in Braille, same deal. Message me your info. Okay, so it looks like 5, so we're good. Perfect. Who shall it be? It is Ken Hill. Ken Hill, message me. I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to figure something out for this. Hopefully a couple of you guys are watching this live or on the repeat and can make my life easier. But whoever I don't hear from, I'm going to have to try to figure out a way to hunt you guys down, but that's okay. So there we go. We're good on the giveaways for the night, and it's only like, it only took an hour. I'm trying, damn it. All right, start firing away with those questions, boys and girls. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled live stream. Oh, by the way, I am still selling the pretty much brand new Eachine UZ65 first person to Facebook message. Maybe somebody already has, fair warning. But first person to Facebook message me. I do look at my Facebook messages chronologically. First person to Facebook message that you want it. It's $80 for I put 10 batteries, maybe 5 batteries through it. Eachine UZ65 with a really nice antenna. This is like a $14 switchblade, it's called, antenna. It's a circular polarized antenna. And then, a bunch of batteries, props. I'll probably throw in a bunch of extra stuff. So yeah, Eachine UZ65 Tiny Whoop for sale with the fancy little case. Nice. I see you messaging me, Brian. Thank you for that. And there's going to be, at some point here, there's going to be a giveaway for the Emax Tiny Hawk Freestyle 2. Tiny Hawk 2 Freestyle. This is going to be a straight up giveaway. I just haven't figured out how I'm going to do it yet. So, coming soon. All right. Brian. Wait. Yes. Flying Brian. You've got to choose. I almost forgot. There's also going to be a Broken Prop Club lanyard or strap. So, broken... Oh, my fucking God. Is it crew or club? Why can't I remember? Broken Prop... It's crew. Broken Prop Crew. They sent over a big old box of their amazing lanyards and head straps. Here comes their website. I mean, it's just brokenpropcrew.com. But here comes their website into the chat. And so, Flying Brian, you need to pick. I'm going to hold this in front of the camera, and you need to pick which one of these awesome lanyards and or head straps you want me to send you. So, here we go. Here's an orange lanyard. That's a lanyard with that design. There's a, this is a head strap with this black and white design. There's also a lanyard with that black and white design. Here's the green version of that orange lanyard. Here is, this one is really cool looking. Like a really dark blue, navy blue, purple with some dope pink flowers. This one's got pepperoni pizza on it. How could you not want that? That's a lanyard. And then the blue graphic-y lanyard. So let me know in Facebook which one of those you want, and of course I'll get you a bunch of stickers as well. Huge shout out to Broken Prop Crew for sending this over. I didn't expect them to send so many of these over. These are like $18 each, so yeah, those guys are awesome. And I've been running their lanyard and goggle strap for like a long time, 2.5+ years. And they've always been great. So show Broken Prop Crew some love. If they have a notes section and you do an order, tell them Ciotti sent you. And maybe they'll send us more. All right. Let's see how badly YouTube screwed me on the chat. They screwed me good. Okay, so there are going to be a bunch of chat messages where you guys tagged me that have disappeared because you can only scroll up so far on YouTube. Sorry about that, but feel free to re-jigger it, tag me and ask your question again. Giorgio, the highest up comment that I'm able to see is Giorgio Mascagni. That's it, Mascagni. Giorgio Mascagni says, how many hours a week do you spend flying? Or what would you say is the best way to get better at freestyle? Really, really good question, Giorgio. Personally, at this point, I probably only spend... I mean, there's weeks where I'll only spend a couple hours, but I really try to do... I mean, I really try to get out every day and at least do a couple batteries. But, yeah, I mean, realistically, now I'm probably only doing like 30-ish batteries a week. And that's spread out between 5-inch and micros and all this other stuff. For a long time, I was closer to probably about 100 a week or so. Maybe not quite that many. Maybe like 50 or 60 batteries a week for a long time. That was when I really kind of had my head down, and I was really focused on just getting better as a pilot. Your second question is a really good one. What would you say is the best way to get better at freestyle? Stick time is absolutely gigantic, and until you're really good, stick time is going to cover both the simulator and in real life. For a long time, what you're going to learn in the simulator is going to transfer perfectly. Eventually, the simulator will be enough of an adjustment for you in your flying where you'll spend like the first 10 minutes in the simulator just adjusting to it, and then you'll get some good practice. But then when you go out to fly the next time, your first like 3 or 4 or 5 batteries, you'll just spend adjusting since you're flying in real life. But it took like 2.5, almost 3 years for that to happen for me. And that was, in that time, I was flying a lot of batteries. So like that didn't stop happening until I got pretty damn good. So you guys will be really good for a long time. And you can consider sim time like straight up stick time. But yeah, the other part of that question being like, how do I get good, right? So of course stick time, we know that. But there's like getting a lot of stick time, there's a lot that goes into that, right? Like especially getting real life stick time. If you want to get a lot of real life stick time, you got to have a shitload of batteries, and you also have to build multiples. You want to build multiples of the same quad, at least 2, ideally 3, maybe even 4. The reason being, if you've got 4 identical rigs, you're pretty much always going to have 2 of them working. And that's really big. Like, that's huge. Just having identical rigs is a little bit of a cheat code because you can rob things from the other rigs. Like if you have one that's got maybe a little bit better components, or it's a little bit fresher or newer, you can, and that one goes down, you can pull parts from one of the more beat up semi-identical ones and put it in there to get it back up and running, right? And it also allows you to adjust to the same rig and fly a known quantity every time. That's something that I struggle with really bad, because I go out with tiny whoops and 3-inch rigs and 2.5-inch rigs and ducted rigs and non-ducted rigs and 4-inch rigs and 5-inch rigs, 600-gram 5-inch rigs, 700-gram 5-inch rigs. So I spend a ton of time now, lately over the last like 6 months or so, trying to adjust between each rig. There was like a year or so where I didn't do that, and I just had mainly a 5-inch build, and I just kind of flew that same build over and over again, and that's when I was really able to grow as a pilot. So that's another big thing. Of course, you have a lot of batteries, so when have 10, 15 batteries, so that when you go out, you can spend a half an hour flying, right? Like if you've got 4 batteries and you get about 3-4 minutes runtime, you're not really putting in a lot of stick time, right? In between charging and all that other bullshit. If you've got 10 batteries and you're getting 3 or 4 minutes up per battery, that's, as long as you get through all of them and don't spend the whole time you're out chasing the broken quad around, right? You're going to get 30 or 40 minutes of stick time if you go out with 10 batteries. So yeah, those are a couple big things. The only other thing that I'll say is give at least a little bit of thought to like practicing moves every once in a while. If you find, I know it's hard, it's so much more fun and easier just to go rip balls the whole time, but what I try to do is like if I get to a new spot and there's like a perfect little power loop tree, I'll just keep going. Like when I realize that it's the perfect little power loop tree, if I don't have like a good battery with footage that I think is going to be amazing and break the internet, I will just keep power looping that tree until the battery's dead, and then I'll go back out and do like another battery, just power looping that perfect little power loop spot. Just doing the same thing over and over and over, like 80 times in a row, right? Doing 80 power loops in a row, or however many you can squeeze into a battery. You learn like the finer points of the power loop, and you really start to figure out like. The problem is every single spot that we go to has a little bit of a different perfect power loop tree or awning or whatever. So it's never like a 1-to-1, right? Like you'll never perfect the power loop because there's always going to be a different amount of throw that you need, or it's always going to be a different height off the ground, which is why it really helps to do this and just if you've got a little spot that's great for doing a specific move, or find a spot that's perfect for doing a move, if you just do that over and over and over again, you're going to really learn more of like the finer points of that move, and like you're going to start to cheat the throttle application so that you put the throttle on a little bit later every time, and by doing that you're going to skim the surface as you come back over the object a lot closer. So it gives you time to do that, whereas when you just go out and tear balls, tear taints, whatever, you hit that tree spot once or twice, and if you get it perfect, yeah, but you didn't really learn anything, right? You just happened to put the throttle on perfectly and get it just right, and it's like, well, yeah, that was great for footage, but I didn't necessarily learn anything, right? So yeah, those are some tips for you. That'll probably take you pretty far. The most important tip, though, for sure, would be to head on over to Fiverr, or just click the Linktree link below. And I know this guy who's doing professional level FPV instruction. Mark Kunoff says, if I win, respin. So that went well. Mark, do you still want me to respin, or do you have a use for those 3-inch props? Joseph S. says, do you use an FPV backpack? Which is your favorite? I do. I have the gigantic low pro one that everybody has. Quad Max, I think it's called. It's this one. It's this one, right? The one that everybody has. Look how good the collective sticker looks on there. You know you need it. You know you guys need it. And look how good this one. Look how good this one fits here. Nobody has bought. I'm starting to get a complex about this. None of you guys have bought and I know it's because a lot of you already ordered these for me, but nobody has bought the logo pack, so nobody has a magnet yet. That makes me sad. It doesn't make me sad. I know exactly why that's happening. But yeah, so this is the backpack that I currently have. It was $60 on super sale a year and a half ago. It's too big though. I am probably gonna pick up the Ethics Think Tank bag because I think that's the size that I want. The problem with this bag being so big is that, I mean, I'm not gonna have empty space in there, right? Like, if we've got the space in our bag, we gotta put shit in there. And when you do that with a big bag, it becomes really fucking heavy. That bag, like, fully loaded is ridiculous. I mean, like, 50, 60 pounds, easy. Mainly because there's a shitload of lipos in there. But yeah, I mean, if the bag is big, I'm going to put a ton of shit in it. So I, like, literally have to buy a smaller bag to force myself to bring less stuff to make the bag lighter. That's the only thing I don't like about that bag, is that it's too big. Everything else about it is great. It is very compartmentalized. It's compartmentalized in a way that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it's a really good bag. I can't say a bad thing about it. I would not spend $200 on it. I mean, it is a low pro bag. It is really well made. If you don't know, Low Pro makes photography bags. They're one of the higher end brands of photography bags, and their photography bags are very expensive because they're made very well. As is this. The reason why I wouldn't spend $200 on it is not because it's not quality. It's because I've seen it go on sale for $60 before. So yeah, I would maybe wait. RDQ just came out with a bag that one of the other new Atlanta crew members, Daniel, has, and I think he said he really likes it. It certainly looks good, and it's $80, I think, the RDQ bag, which is a great price. So yeah, this Low Pro bag for like $60 or $80, hell yeah. For $200. Nah. I would get the RDQ bag over this bag at yeah. Between the RDQ bag and this Low Pro bag, though, I think I would get this Low Pro bag, to be honest with you guys. I think I would rather have the bigger bag. Maybe not. Who knows? Scrolling down, Metal Dirtskin says, "Is that the blip shirt? When you gonna get me out of shirt?" Indeed, it is, Metal Dirtskin. I have the Lion King version of this shirt too. So I have two versions of this shirt, and the other one is the real one. It says so when I forget how it's lettered out, but it's the song. You know what I mean, right? Yeah, so I have both of those shirts because there's nobody nerdier than me. Crunked tags me and says, "I'm not even on there." Well, you won. How are you not on there if you won? Oh my god, what's going on in here? Okay. Okay. Crunked demands a reroll. Oh, there he is. Crunk says, "Oh, this is the 3-inch tier." Oh, maybe Mark says in here to... I can't believe you called it, Mark. I can't believe ahead of the spin you said, "If I win, respin." But I'm looking. Hopefully you can use these 3-inch props because it's it's just too fitting that there it is. Okay, so there. Oh wait, no, that's when Crunked won. The curse is lifted. I am free, he says. Bad Habit RC. Why is my name not on the $5 tier? Okay, cool. Well, let me really quickly, just for the sake of looking. Yeah, you're right. You're not on there, Bad. But yeah, message me. We'll get it all worked out. Beep beep beep. Crunk says now you got to open the package. I sent you. Yeah, Crunk sent me a package. We'll do a mailbag opening either tomorrow or Wednesday. Hey, if you guys want to get me to stream other than Sundays and Mondays, just mail me stuff, because here's what's been happening. When you guys mail me something, other than Mark, because like I opened the box, I was like, holy shit, I gotta organize this stuff. When you guys send me stuff, I always open it. Like, here's the secret. It's not a true unboxing, because I want to like make sure there's not like drugs in there or anything. You know, I don't want to go opening up like a 20-pound box of weed on stream or anything like that. I open them and I look at them, and then I either get all crazy like I did today and organize them and get all like excited and put them into individual bags, and this will be a good giveaway. This will be a good giveaway for the next week. I put the boxes down, and then I go, okay, well, I guess I got to stream because I got to do one of these. Basically, what I'm saying is that I want to play the mailbag thing as often as possible, because I just find it infinitely amusing that if you type MALE bag, it's kind of like the mail, but it's also like ball sack. And, you know, when you're 8 years old on the inside, that's about as funny as it gets. So yeah, if you guys want me to stream more, just send me more stuff in boxes, and then I'll do more unboxings. Bad Habit RC says last week. Tiago Ramos says, I think he also needs another set of 6-blade crazy props. I'm the one that needs more 6-blade crazy props. I accidentally sent them all out, and I only saved myself like one bag. Bad Habit RC says it was at the end of the live stream on Monday, if I remember correctly, and no worries, no hard feelings. I don't need props right now. Okay. Definitely message me, Bad Habit, though. I want to make sure I make it right, though. Mark Kunoff says, play my video for Crunked. It's on the Video Collective, LOL. Okay. The Video Collective, that's what it's called. That's what it's called over on Discord. Jesus. Mark Kunoff says, Dow folding props test. It's not just me that expects it, Crunked. Really, FPV, there's the first super chat that was sent for the super chat giveaway. That's a good thing. That means I'm getting a little bit more caught up. Jesus Christ. Here we go. I got this. Okay. All right. Ooh, I can feel it. I can feel it in the air tonight. I gotta play you guys a video. Oh, I can't play the fucking... I gotta send you guys a link. I gotta drop a link to this. This is terrific. These two kids listened to In the Air Tonight for the first time ever, and it's just adorable. It is just absolutely adorable. How the hell am I gonna find that? If I go into my history and then search for In the Air, I bet you it'll come up. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, I gotta quickly pause this. All right, you guys gotta watch this. It's just perfect in every way. In every way, it's just perfect. I am now subscribed to these guys, and I will be watching all of their videos. Because I don't know. Maybe it's because maybe it's a generational thing for me. But yeah, it's. There are people in this world that haven't heard In the Air Tonight before. And that's crazy to me. That seems absolutely insane to me. It's not insane at all. It just means that there are people younger than me. But you guys know what I'm saying. Okay. What are we doing? Chat. Gino Younger sent 3 via PayPal. I got him on there. Speedy Turtle sent 3 via PayPal. I got both of you guys on there. Awesome. Flying Brian says, did you happen to send out my giveaway last time I won? Of course I did, because you just won again. Why would anyone ever win when I've not sent their package out? So if you want, if I owe you a giveaway win, just win again, and then I'll have sent it already. I think I might have. I'm only a week behind. I'm tonight and last week behind. Isn't that ridiculous? It's because of this new system I got, guys. I'm telling you. Write people's names down. That's it. That's the whole system. Flying Brian says that extra $1 is a tip for you. Thank you, Flying. And then we've got Off Axis being an awesome dude. And what else do we have? Xavier Page asking me how it's going. It's going good, Xavier. How are you? Chuck Sauls says throat scan. What does that mean? Flying Brian says redo the spin for the grips because he's a cool dude. Carbon Cage says AU to US conversion comes to $3.20 US. Awesome. What else we got? Oh, God, I'm towards the bottom. I got to do the thing. Oh, go ahead, YouTube. Go ahead. Fuck with me. I'm holding the thing. Flying Brian says, was there a Switch in the giveaway I just won? There was, Flying Brian. You've got just a Switch coming at you thanks to the wonderful FPV geek, Rondelios. Hook the man up. Hey, here's a good thing to do. If you want to show Rondelios some love, which you should, because he's a great dude and he's been very supportive. He's probably sent like out of his own pocket $200 worth of Just the Switches to us for giveaways. So if that doesn't deserve all the subscribes in the world, I don't know what does. There is a link to Ron's link tree. Go and subscribe or I'll kill you. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Discord. You're going to love his nuts. He's also a really good photographer. And so, yeah, Instagram, you're going to see some amazing images, still images. He's an awesome dude on Facebook to, just hurl obscenities at, or nice things if you're not like me. Yeah. Hook the man up. He's a really, really cool dude. The fact that some of you OG folks I've told the story before about the Just the Switches, the full story. The abbreviated version of this story is Ron's been making these trying to get these made for over 2 years. He started trying to get these made 2 years ago, 2+ years ago, I think. I had a prototype of this forever ago, and he got ripped off by like one person after the next. The engineer that was working on it ripped him off. The shop that was supposed to be making him ripped him off. But he just kept going and going and going and going and going. And eventually he got the fucking things made. He's probably 15 grand in the hole from just being fucked over from people. But yeah, he kept going for all of our good so that we can have a goddamn Switch on our Fat Sharks. So yeah, show him some love. He deserves it. And you'll get some great content out of it. Like I said, some excellent still images, and over on YouTube, he's got some cool stuff going on as well. Also, follow Tweet FPV. He's got an amazing YouTube channel, and he's doing all kinds of cool stuff as well. Yeah, man, lift people up. No more burning shit down. We need to lift each other up. That's how we all have more fun and get better products. Ken Hill says, holy shit, thanks, man. You're welcome, Ken. Oh, yeah, Ken, you won a Just a Switch. Nice. One of you guys was here. Thanks. Your thanks go to Ron DeLeos. Send me, Ken Hill, send me things. Send me your address. Let me know that you won a Just a Switch, and I'll ship it out to you. Nice. I was worried I wasn't going to be. I was worried I was going to have to chase everybody down. Tweet FPV says YouTube makes useful features and kills them all the time. Additionally, they really don't make it easier for traditional creators to earn money. More options on live streams. Yeah, the things have changed on YouTube quite a bit over the years. There was a time where, well, I mean, back in like the OG Rotor Riot days, you could make a substantial amount of money on YouTube just from views, but that is not the case anymore. Anybody that ever asks me why I don't use royalty-free music and monetize any of my shit is because that's just not where any of the money is on YouTube. I try to use royalty-free stuff here on the stream when I can, because my main fear is, and this has happened a couple times now, is losing an entire stream, because there are certain songs that if you even play them on YouTube, they just dump your entire, they just trash your whole shit, your whole video or live stream or whatever. So that's the main reason that I'm using it. I don't monetize these because it's like, it's basically 1/10 of a penny per view. So to make any kind of money, you've got to have 10 or more views than I get. So yeah, monetizing your videos on Facebook is kind of worthless unless you're going to become a 1 million sub maniac, which not many people do. Freelojo says, is it possible on the Tiny Hawk 2 freestyle for the VTX to be dead but still power up? I don't see why not. I mean, I don't particularly know like the way that the traces and whatnot run in there, but I feel like if anything fails, yeah. I mean, for something to power on, no matter what, the electricity coming into the VTX, right, is gonna power the lights and shit, but then it's gonna keep going and or be on a separate path to get to the actual video signal, and then maybe it turns downwards and it goes towards the antenna, right? So like at any point before getting to the antenna, if there's a break, I can totally see you not getting any output. I'm also trying to think if I've ever had one do that. I feel like I have. I feel like I have had VTXs where they do power up. I just can't specifically, but I would say yes. In what's essentially a guess, yes is the answer. Oh, hey, Collective. Have any of you guys had a VTX that the lights come on, but it's you guys know what I'm saying. I'm scrolling up. Hold on. I saw something I want to make sure that I get. Jesus Christ. There it was. Okay. Darren Scholler says, I just sent you £3. Why enter my name? Because it was already, the thing was already closed, Darren. I'm sorry, man. It was either already closed and you came in late, or I didn't see you. So, but regardless, do me a favor and I will get you on. Well, fuck it. Let's just do another giveaway. We will do a giveaway for. But see, I can't do another big giveaway like that. Darren, come to next week's stream and I will put you on the wheel for this one. But you got to remind me. I'm gonna take your word for it, because nobody's ever screwed me over on this before. Yeah, I can't do another big giveaway like that. Like I can just like grab something else and do a giveaway, but I don't want to screw you over, right? I want to get you in next week so that you have a chance to win the big super chat giveaway. So, the best I can think of right now is come back next week, or to be honest, kind of anytime. If you come back in 2 weeks and tell me, I won't remember, but I'll just take your word for it. But yeah, come back and I'll make sure I get you on the wheel. Sorry, dude. I'm just gonna assume that I missed it, and that you got in time. So that's the best I can do. Hopefully that's cool. Ken Hill says, "Holy shit, thanks, man. Tweet FPV." Oh God, I'm already okay. Where are we at? Paul Williams says, "I'm planning an Acrobat build. Do you recommend 4S or 6S? And what's your opinion on Brother Hobby Motors?" Paul Williams, what a wonderful time to ask me that question. Brother Hobby's new line of, they seem to be called VY. Don't quote me on that, but their new line of motors that are smooth and can actually be PID tuned seem to be called VY. These are not the ones that I would suggest for the Acrobat. One of these is. This is the Brother Hobby VY 2004, and this is the X-Nova 1804. These are the two motors that I'm pretty convinced are the absolute end-all be-all for the Acrobat. This X-Nova 1804 is getting put on my Acrobat this week, and then after I get a bunch of batteries in on these, I'm going to put it onto these 2004s as well. But I am like 99% sure that this X-Nova 1804 is going to be the one, for a whole bunch of different reasons that we've talked about a bunch of times here on this channel. It's a little late to launch into it now, but just take my word for it. I've run about 30 different motors on my Acrobat, so I have a really good feel for what works and what doesn't. And yeah, like I said, X-Nova 1804s, and I think 4S. I haven't run the Acrobat on 6S yet. It does have a 6S ESC in it. I sent a log to Crunked. Hopefully he's still in here. I sent a log to Crunked with some with a throttle problem, which is where when you pump the throttle really quick, an arm dips. And I'm trying to figure out if that problem is the motors that I have on it right now or the ES. I mean, it's one or the other. I really hope it's not the ESC. The way that I'm going to be able to tell that is, so I sent a black box log of the throttles to Crunked. He'll be able to see which side is dropping. It's one of the rears. So he should be able to see which side is dropping. I'm going to then take those two rear motors and I mean, I guess I could do this now, but I'm going to take those rear motors and swap them. Actually, I'll do it to the front because that'll be really obvious. So yeah, let's say he tells me it's the right rear. I think that's the one it is. I think it's the right rear. I'm going to take that right rear and move it to the right front. And I'm going to take the right front and move it to the right rear. And then I'm going to go out and do another log. I won't even have to do a log. I'll just be able to go out in line of sight because it looks totally different when a front arm drops versus a rear. And I'll be able to see if it's the motor. Well, or the ESC, right? Because if all of a sudden the right front starts dipping, now I know that it's a motor problem and I can just swap that motor out. If the rear keeps dropping down, now I know it's an ESC problem. And I really hope it's not, because that's got the iFlight ESC in it that I think is the one that I'm going to recommend that everybody buy in terms of 20 by 20 ESCs. So, yeah. Carbon Cage says, Darren Shower claiming you rolled him on the $3 wheel gig. Feeling bad we won anything if that's the case. $3. Wait, Darren. Oh, yeah, we just talked about that. I will make it right. Yeah, great question, Paul. The 4S versus 6S thing, I don't know, man. I'm 100% sold on 6S for 5-inch rigs, no questions asked. But here's the thing. I don't really get battery sag on 4S with micros. And in the absence of battery sag, 4S is kind of like, there's kind of no reason to go up to 6S. Especially because there's a much more limited battery selection on 6S, And the problem that you run into with micros is that it seems like when you go below 450 mAh. All right, so before I go down that road, a very common misconception about batteries is that the mAh is the whole battery, and it's not. The mAh is each individual cell. So this is a 4 cell, and this is a 300 mAh. Each one of these cells is 300 mAh. So, what I've kind of noticed, and I'm hoping that this is not the case, because I got a cool little. I'm moving my tiny trainer over to 4S, and Eric and I are going to potentially do an order with GNB for a whole bunch of these unavailable 4S 300s or 350s. And this is going to be, I'm going to test this theory, but up until this point, up until, I don't know, today, 450 seems to be the smallest size that that these battery manufacturers make the cells where the cells perform really good. Every battery I've ever gotten, other than tiny whoop batteries, they don't count, every like 2S, 3S, 4S I've ever gotten that's been less than 450, and there haven't been, it's pretty rare. So I've only been able to test 2, maybe even just 1. But so far, every one below 450, they don't perform well. And what my assumption is that the cells become so small that they just can't deal with the heat, right? Like when you start going, this is a 4S, you go up to a 5S, you add an extra cell, you go up to a 6S, you add an extra cell. You're adding this extra performance, but heat is the enemy of batteries. So it kind of makes sense in my, just for physics, I don't know, whatever, just in the world, that there's a point where the cells can become so small that they can't shed enough heat and they just don't perform as well. So what happens is the smallest and lightest weight 6S battery that you can buy is a 450 mAh, and that's still kind of a heavy battery. It's not too heavy for an Acrobrat, but it's kind of annoying that you just can't go. If at some point you want to try your Acrobrat on, fly to your Acrobrat with less weight, you can't, because that's the smallest battery, right? And it's because it's got 6 cells, right? A 6-cell 450 is going to weigh 50% more than a 4-cell 450. So I am still of the mind with micros that 4S is plenty. Take that with a big fucking grain of salt, because I haven't run 5 or 6S yet on a micro. But all of my experience with flying 4S on 5-inch and going up to 6S on 5-inch and getting to see the advantages and whatnot, I'm applying all of that I've learned to micros to come up with that philosophy. So, yeah, I think 4S, because of the availability of smaller batteries for you for the Acrobrat. And on my Acrobrat, my favorite battery is the 4S 650, and that is a lighter battery than any of the 6S batteries. So, not by much. The 6S 450 is very close in weight, but it is still a little bit heavy. The 450 6S that exists is a China Hobby line. I've kind of moved away from their batteries a little bit, and I'm really sticking with GNB and Tattoo R lines. And the smallest of those that you can get is a GNB 6S 550, I believe. And that's a 100-gram battery, and that's heavy. That's a heavy battery for an Acrobrat. So there you go. There's a long answer for a short question, which is how we do it around here. Scroll. All right, it's 12:05. I am gonna just fly through these because I want to go relax. And here we go. You guys ready? You guys just stop tagging me. Hey! Hey, there we go. Darren Schuller says, do you add the people that were late getting their super chat cash sent into the next giveaway? Okay, so yeah, we've talked about that, Darren. Scroll. Flying in Braille says, bullshit, I bought a logo pack and a collective pack yesterday during the live stream. I even told you about it. I totally forgot. I checked the Etsy store, and I swear I only saw... The reason I said that nobody's bought... There it is. Okay. Why didn't I see... Oh. Not just you, but Eric Farmer as well. Look at me. Look at me! Oh, wait, no. It looks like... It looks like I might have browbeaten Eric Farmer into buying the logo sticker pack because it looks like he bought it tonight. That's fucking sales right there, people. That's how you do it. You just browbeat people into buying your shit. Oh my god, I'm a terrible person. Flying in Braille also says that he loves his RDQ bag. So there you go. There's a vote for the RDQ bag. And then there's also the Torval for 120, as Low Flight FPV says. And a bunch of people... Yeah, the Torval is a great bag too. Lots of people have... Hey, there's Daniel Maurer. Daniel Maurer moved into his new place in Denver, Colorado. That lucky son of a bitch. Very, very jealous of that. Eric Allen says, "Are you asking for boxes of weed?" I got to be careful saying that around here because there's actually people in the chat that have the ability to send boxes of weed. Such a weird world we live in. Samuel Rivera says, any weed... Yeah, here we go. I got you guys all fucking fired up. Any weed you receive in a package that you don't want, feel free to send it to me. I'll take care of it. Deal, Samuel. If the cops show up from a box of weed getting delivered, I'll just tell them, nah, this is supposed to go to Samuel R. Rivera. Look him up on YouTube. Remy Tim says, hey, I just moved to Colorado. How much week could you fit in an old quad box? Oh, Christ. Here we go. Mention weed and Chato goes crazy. Tiago says, we need to get those cheap bastard manufacturers to send you stuff. I'm weirdly okay with them not sending me stuff because it's, I don't know, I'm just saying that to try to make myself feel better about them not sending me stuff. Metal Deerskin says, if I have 6-blade props coming to me, you'll get them back cut down to Cinewhoop size. Metal, there are some on their way to you, but we kind of don't need to do that anymore because fucking GemFan came out with those crazy 5 blades. I mean, I'm still kind of curious, but yeah, those GemFan 5 blades seem to be the goddamn jam, and they're all whatever. License to Drive says, did you see that baby Jesus statue that looks like Phil Collins? It's hilarious. I did not. License, you're a mod, so you can post a link. Post a link so we can see it. Really FPV sent $4.99 and says, why the hell not? Thank you. Thank you. Really. Much appreciated. William Barlow says, did you ever get a chance to send my winnings out? I know you've been busy. William, more than likely, but not guaranteed. Well, here's the deal. I'm going to get all the way caught up tomorrow. So if I haven't sent it out already, it'll go out tomorrow. To everyone who's won giveaways, thank you guys for being cool while I've just been a complete train wreck with shipping the giveaways out. I can blame mental illness all I want, but I just suck sometimes. Yeah, no excuses, but I'm getting better, and that's all I can do. Remy Tim says, click that. Oh boy, copy link address and paste. What is it? Oh, I'm excited. This looks good. Let's watch, Chato. Let's watch it together. Oh no, it's gonna hurt. I feel like I've seen this before. Oh! It's perfect! Oh wait, you guys can't hear it properly. Oh, here. Oh, I love videos of kids getting hurt. Oh, that's great. Good fucking shit. Good shit. My God. That's terrific. Flying and Braille says, I haven't gotten the battery either. Flying and Braille, it went out. The battery went out Friday. It did go out. Scroll. Oh, right. I gotta get through these fast. Here we go. Fuck YouTube. You did it again, you motherfucker. Oh, I'm almost caught up, though. Ken Hill says, I sent you a message on Facebook. Thank you, and Ron both. Thank you, Ken Hill. Nicholas Barclay says, what VTX are you using for the 2.5 inch? I'm using an Eachine Nano, which has become my favorite of the micro VTXs. I don't know why, but Eachine has this like amazing ability to make great VTXs at like a ridiculous price. I would love. I am gonna start supporting the Immersion RC Tiny Tramp or Tramp Nano or whatever the hell it's called when they get the smart audio issues figured out, which they have, and they're now shipping the right ones. But yeah, the Eachine Nano is just really good, and there's a V2 of it now with a microphone on it, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, if you're a baller and you want the best Immersion RC Tiny Tramp or whatever they call it, if you want to save some money, Eachine Nano, $12 I think, $12.99 maybe. Link down below. Affiliate link rather down below. Scroll. Joel Langford says, I think someone stepped on one of my quads. Would a bent motor shaft make it extremely hard to turn? The other motors spin freely. Absolutely, Joel. Absolutely. Yeah, that would for sure. It could also be a ruined bearing. Kind of doesn't matter. It's fucked. So just replace it. But don't throw it away. I mean, if just replace it and then take it apart, and you'll be able to figure out what the hell's going on. If the motor shaft is bent, then save the stator, because the stator is perfectly good. If the stator is shot, save the bell, right? Yeah. Tweet FPV says VY is the speed for best rate of climb. It's an aviation term. My name's Aaron Ciotti, and because of Tweet FPV, you're going to learn something tonight. I had no idea. Ooh, Crunked says motor 4 is maxing out. Look at that. All right. So I'm going to move motor... Wait, motor 4? Oh, he lied. It's motor 2. That's still one of the front motors. Really? It's motor 2 on every log. I'll be damned. Okay. Shitters. Okay. Why the hell did I think it was one of the rear motors? Well, I'm going to have to... I'm not going to be able to see it, I guess, then, in the goggles. So I guess I'll have to do another... I'll have to do another log and bug you again, Alex. Sorry, man. Cool. Acrobrat is going on the bench. I will switch those motors. That'll let me know if it's the ESC or the motors. And then I will put the 1804s on. I fucking cannot wait to put these 1804s on. Scroll. Yapsy says Ciotti, CEO of doing 2+, 4+ hour streams. I'm going to do another 24-hour stream, which might have been what Yapsy was trying to type. I'm going to be doing another 24-hour stream soon. this month. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do it from... I kind of want to start it at 3 o'clock on Sunday, my regular stream time, and run it until Monday, and like move the Monday night stream. Or maybe I should start it on the Monday night stream and go until Tuesday night. I gotta figure that out. But in August, there will be another 24-hour stream. What do you think of that? Since fucking YouTube deleted the last one. Come on, man. That would have been good. There it is. He's back. Tweet FPV says 260 mAh 4S. Who makes that? Gilang. Let's take a look. Who the hell is Gilang? Look at that. 260 mAh 6S. That's not a 6S. It says 14.8 volts. What's that, a 4S? I don't know any of the conversions. That's a 4S. But I mean, they make a 2. You know what? I wonder. It looks a lot like the. It just looks like the Tiny Whoop cells, right? And look at the C rating. The C rating is super low, 40 to 80 C. I never thought about that. I've never seen them use the Tiny Whoop cells for a big battery. Why don't more of them do that? 31.9 grams. Holy shit, that's light for a 4S battery. Damn. All right, well, I gotta look. I gotta dig deeper. Darren Schuller says 6S are too heavy for a micro. No? Kinda. Yeah, that's kind of the point. Scroll. Oh, it did it again. You fuckwads. Oh, it didn't do it that bad this time, though. Samuel R. Rivera says, doesn't the Tramp use IRC Tramp protocol? It does, but the new Tiny Tramp was broken. The first run of the new little Tiny Tramp VTXs, they were just internally broken. Tony Cake is the CEO of Immersion RC, and he's replacing them for everybody that's got them. So yeah, if you have one of those, get in touch with Immersion, and they'll send you a new one. But yeah, the Tramps do use the Tramp protocol. Crunk says, copy pasted to you on Facebook. Awesome. Motor 2 is maxed out. Awesome. Boostin' JDM says, wait, you said 4S Tiny Trainer? You're goddamn right I did. What's the plan there? Finally got to plug mine in for the first time today. Fett let the smoke out while just sitting. Was not armed at the time. Bad AIO? Yep. So that's 2 blown up AIOs during this stream. So yeah, AIOs are definitely still not what any of us should consider reliable. That really sucks, dude. It's just so frustrating when stuff blows up like that. Like, I have a hard enough time with stuff blowing up from me smashing it into things, you know? Like, the last thing I need is for shit to just blow up for no reason. At least blow up for a reason, you fuckwad. William Barlow says, no worries, I've been lucky this month and also won the giveaway on Dutch RC channel, which was an HGLRC stack and VTX. Nice, William. So wait, William, it's too late to respin. You're getting 3-inch props, William. I think you won them, right? Remy Tim says, start the 24-hour Sunday night and finish with your normal Monday night shenanigans. Well, so my thought process in wanting to start it either Sunday at 3 or Monday at 10 is to try to ride those motherfucking Bardwell coattails as hard as I can, because I think that if he, during one of his streams, says to his 600 typical viewers that hang out on his live streams, if he says to them, hey, this gangly fucker that streams after me is about to stream for 24 hours, I feel like everybody will be like, oh, and they'll get mad famous as fuck. Because that's what really matters. But I would actually love to to do what you said, but I can't. I have to ride them coattails. Tweet FPV with the last Ciotti FPV tag of the night. He fixed his AIO during this stream. He replaced a few FETs. What do you have? Do you have a hot air station, Dan? I didn't realize that. That's fucking dope. That's it for me. Thanks for hanging. Click all kinds of stuff down there, please. If you want to see me do this full time, you guys got to start clicking down there. License to Drive sneaks one in and says, how will you get around YouTube trashing your 24-hour stream like the first time? I will do 8-hour segments. So here's the deal. If you stream for more than 12 hours, when your stream is over, YouTube can't process such a big chunk of video, I guess. I'm sure they can. They just don't want to. They can't process the whole fucking thing, so they just dump your entire stream. So the solution is, don't stream for more than 12 hours straight. I know that I'm going to go a little bit over 24 hours, so I don't want to just do 12, so I'm going to do 3 8-hour chunks. So there's going to be part 1, part 2, part 3. What really pisses me off is that I was going to do that in the first place, but then I didn't think I had to. So, yeah, I fucked up. Samuel R. Rivera says, eFame sticker. Ooh, eFame sticker. That's what we need. And then William Barlow says, no, I won a Sips Chatson's 2 sets of Emax motors. I think William Barlow is drunk, or he's typing on his phone. But that's going to do it for me. You guys are fucking awesome, and I love every single one of you. Do whatever you want. Click whatever you want. Super chat. He's Drift Edit. It's coming this week. Off Axis says you could still do a live 20-hour and record on the computer and upload into parts. I could. I don't trust this old-ass computer to record. Yeah. And then, you know what would happen then, though, Off Axis, is that you lose the chat, which kind of sucks. I love the idea of having the chat stay with these videos so that you guys can be... Right? Did you guys get all that? I'm out of here. I will see you guys probably Wednesday. I don't know what we're going to do, but I'll see you Wednesday. And I will see my first FPV instructor student tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern. If you want to join in, hit the links down below to the link tree. Come on over to Fiverr. Come on over to Etsy. I got mad shit. And, yeah. Full time. But, most importantly, just remember. Just remember.
諦めんなよ。諦めんなお前。どうしてそこでやめるんだそこで。もう少し頑張ってみろよ。ダメダメダメ目諦めたら周りのことを思うよ。応援してる人たちのことを思ってみろって。あともうちょっとのところなんだから。俺だってこのマイナス10度のところしじみが取れるって頑張ってんだよ。絶対やってみろ。必ず目標達成できる。だからこそ。Clan Man for life, motherfuckers. Bye-bye.